Okay, our first train here will be diverted due to fatality at Newark. This will be 6 Echo 83 from Middleton Taz to either Barnby or Monkbretton. $765. Who is headed for? No idea. Okay, I don't expect there to be any more diverted trains because the up line through Newark is reopened, but trains are not calling at Northgate. The last train, of course, you saw was either Monkbretton or Barnby Dun Rock sidings, which was diverted and had the new sand containers. But in the meantime, let's see what will turn up back here at Metheringham. Okay, time now is 13:18 on Friday the 26th of January 2018. This will be 13:29 Freightliner service from Doncaster Europort to Felixstowe North. I say first train was diverted due to fatality at Northgate Station. Is going to remain closed all day, from what I've heard. Let me check, hang on. See if there's any more information out. Yeah, passengers are requiring to change at Doncaster for a replacement bus. Not going to help because the Radio Newark, of course, instead of putting a station, they put a picture of the crossing at Sydney Parade in Dublin. They're at least 2 million miles wrong. Easily. It's almost embarrassing. They're so far out. Right, it's freight 2 here, yep. Yeah, I can see it through cage. 595. Felixstowe. Information. If you're travelling through Derby Station between July the 22nd and October the 7th, all train services will be subject to disruption and diversion. Please visit www.dby2018.co.uk for information. That's www.dby2018.co.uk for information of disruption through Derby, through the relaying of the track and the re-signalling. with an average of 273 daily passengers in the 2016-17 statistics. There's no one here yet for the 1343 Peterborough, and no one for the 1344 Lincoln Central. They say come way before your train, but I don't think anyone's going to turn up to at least 40. 273 daily passengers, is that just all from one train through here, I wonder? That was probably full and standing. Information, of course, is from the Office of Railway Statistics and by train, which was updated days after the stats were put out. The next train to arrive at platform 2 will be the 1343 East Midlands train service to Peterborough. We now expect this service to depart at approximately 1344 due to a passenger being taken ill. Calling at Roskington, Sleaford, Spalding and Peterborough. Strange though, because the incident at Newark is a fatality and we're saying it's due to a passenger taken ill. Talk about mixed messages. I don't know if I said this in a previous video or not, but I've got a theory about the permit machine at Spondon. Does it leave itself in basically energy saving mode and you have to insert money for the screen to work? I'll give that a try when I'm there after the modernisation if it's the same. Or if someone's in the area, could you test that theory for me? Stick a couple of p in the machine and see if it'll light up. Okay, time now is 1340. This was slightly delayed 1343 to go 35 Lincoln Central Peterborough, 1344 to Tango 46 Peterborough Lincoln Central. Of course, there's conflicting information of why the Peterborough train didn't start from Newark. And conflicting information is always wrong, because sometimes neither reasons are correct. So that worked well, didn't it? No. Don't currently see a sight of this one yet, because it's like 3 minutes from the signal at Scoppick anyway. Yes, here it is. Got the one stopping. Yeah, there's been reports of passenger trains bypassing this station before. I haven't got a clue why. 153302's on the Lincoln Central. The one loading off is fairly busy, so I think that's where the 273 passengers a day comes from. All the trains from Lincoln being overcrowded. So that's the other one left. And that's now this one leaving. Just notice his fence has been kicked in slightly. One 5383 Eccles Bourne Valley Railway. To Peterborough. At the point of 1347, Newark Northgate remains closed. Of course, the restrictions have been lifted for any other service. Free Wi-Fi for all trains. Diversions have stopped taking place as all trains due to call at Northgate will just bypass. And passengers can alight at other stations for a bus back or two. But yeah, currently, after the fatality this morning at 10:45, the station remains closed. Takes ages for these radars to close. Time now is 13:49. This will be early 13:55. 4081 Great British Rail Freight service from Rotherham Raisborough to Felixstowe North. Still trying to figure out the theory behind whenever I stand over there by that telephone, the crossing picks me up as on the crossing. Strange. It must be because, like, the radar itself goes right up to the end of the cage where the arm is, and then it just over projects itself. Maybe. No idea. Oh, this should be the final part of this video if I just check the diagram. No other alterations in area. 2 Kilo 35's not even made Roskington. Yep, no trains serving Northgate. Like I said in the last bit, they're all just going to bypass. Of course, buses are supposedly in place, and East Midlands have been suspended. Do I hear the train? Do I see it yet? Yes, I do. 66757. Somerset Railway to Felixstowe. Entirely the wrong way. Okay then. Thanks for watching this afternoon's videos from Metheringham. We'll see you next time. Okay, time now is 13:34 on Thursday the 8th of February 2018. This will be side lathe 1329. Freight line service from Doncaster Europort to Felixstowe North. Eight late off Lincoln Central. Usual. So I've trimmed some more bushes and trees since I was last here the other week. Now there's a great big black mark on that cage. That wasn't there previously. There's also a bit of a chill in the air. Well, according to Dark Sky, it's going to rain in about an hour. I'll probably still be out, so we'll see if that's true. I think I hear it. Here we are. $66,538. Okay, time now is 13:40. This will be 13:44 to Tango 46, Peterborough, Lincoln Central. With a very low chance because the train's delayed due to overcrowding. 13:43, 2 kilo 35, Newark Northgate, Peterborough. Well, the alt point says it was overcrowding. There's no screen on the platform. They've still got the framework, but never ever got the display board itself. No wonder East Midlands didn't get many awards this year. They didn't even get Operator of the Year. I think that went to Grand Central. East Midlands then got it for 5 years. Shows how all they're doing. But also we know Stagecoach is going to lose the Virgin Trains East Coast franchise. That's just going to go down to, I think, East Coast Railways. So they won't stand a chance in bidding for the East Midlands franchise next year either. So far we've got a Bellio pushing that, which of course would anyway enforce East Midlands Railway, which reads better. We'll have to see how it works out. Yeah, the NexTrain is arriving. It will be arriving momentarily, but currently it's not got clearance through. So if we're lucky, we might get this one in, go up and back down again. I think we might do, because it's not ticked over yet, so we might end up bracing, and I'll keep my eye on the diagram. If we go up, I'll keep us rolling. 143, 326. No, we're staying. 153,326 to Lincoln Central. I still don't like the idea of putting a pub on the platform there, though. It seems really stupid. No, wait, it is really stupid, that's why. Okay, both trains expected to depart at 13:44. The one that's already arrived in will. One that's just arriving in, no. For Peterborough, probably ain't got a chance. How closer we get, it might do. Another single 153. Another reports of overcrowding, there always is. And actually, I've been looking at the requirements for the new franchise, and they've got to bring in 1,200 new carriages. That's a requirement. The Stagecoach, they've carried the stock from Central trains and made 0 changes to it. The Stagecoach has failed the East Midlands franchise, so who knows why they want to keep bidding to keep it. Once you've extended, you can't keep. It's essentially like renting a property. If you don't pay it most of the time, then you say, oh, I'll pay it tomorrow, and you still don't, you'd be moving out by default. That's how it is, or it should be, with the operating companies. If you're not going to meet the requirements, don't do the bloody service to begin with. Okay, train 2 of 2. One 53381. To Peterborough. Nice driver. Now this is what I call funny. Have a read of that. Instead of being in car accident, yes, and all the other equipment died. What date did it take place? April the 4th of September. Well done, you. Okay, and thank you for watching today's videos from Metheringham. It looks like it snowed on the other platform, but it's not. It's just piles and piles of grit for windy weather. No, don't get it either. There's a note of date posted there with Christmas engineering works on the left-hand side. I didn't even notice it last time. Anyways, thank you for watching today's videos from Metheringham. There's only one display screen. We'll see you next time. Time now 13:25, Monday the 19th of February 2018. This is 13:29. Freightliner service from Doncaster Europort to Felixstowe North. Here we are. $66,564 for Felixstowe. Okay. There has been quite a bit of confusion between the two names for the station in Lincoln. On many occasions, Graham's taken people for Lincoln Central to Market Raising because I think it's a different station. But it's time we named it right. Right, so Lincoln Central. Lincoln Central. Lincoln. Where does that come into it? So even Graham, an East Midlands Trains conductor, has had the problem with people don't know where said Lincoln only station is. It's either we name it right or we scrap the whole scheme. Name it right or close it is the only option in hand. But yeah, now what's the purpose of calling it two different things? Use the proper name or don't use any. Time now is 13:40. This will be 13:43. 2 Kilo 35 Newark Northgate Peterborough 13:44. 2 Tango 46 Peterborough Lincoln Central. Okay, so the 1343 is just arriving in. See if we can see the 1344 yet. Yes. One 53379. To Lincoln Central. And now the 1343. One 533 Ecclesbourne Valley Railway. To Peterborough. Time now 13:49. This will be 13:55. 4081 Great British Rail Freight Service from Rotherham Maysborough to Felixstowe North. 702 Blue Lightning to Felixstowe. After that mammoth journey, coming in via Martin, from Skopik to here, we now start with two freights at about 1409 and 1420, before waiting for 1446 for Lincoln Central, 1454 for Peterborough, and 37425 in Caroline again at 1455. In the meantime, welcome back to Metheringham. I don't know if this is planned warm weather, or just heat wave. It is currently 22 degrees and rising here at Metheringham. Okay, time now is 1409. This will be slightly delayed 1355 for the 81 Great British Rail Freight Service from Rotherham, Maysbury, Felixstowe North. Saw some up here actually. Notice there's 0 bendos on these barriers, yet they'd have suffered the exact same as Skopik if it was weather. Clearly wasn't weather, was it? Clearly it wasn't weather. It's like we're here fairly often, and these have never been out of shape. So whoever thought the weather could bend these barriers is talking out of their arse. Oh well. So this has now got approaching on RTT because all the reports have been filed through. So update according to the correct platforms. Okay, so he's just near a bridge up there. I think what I might do for the return of the 37 and Caroline is maybe crossing run up to station, because it won't actually be my shot either. So I went to Sleep to start with DMR shot there. And of course to use time, went to Skopik, otherwise I'd have 2 hours sat here doing nothing. So I spent basically, what, half hour in there, remaining time here. Here we are. (744) Crossrail. To Felixstowe. As of currently, 2002 is waiting at Peterborough to switch the tractor onto the other side of the train. So yeah, it's still there now. It'll be about 16 minutes late, 17 minutes late. So I think what we'll have to do is just make do with the shot we got twice at Sleaford and make do with that. Still we'll get something whilst we're here at Metheringham. We're not going to end so quickly. We're going to stick around and get the next freight. You can't even see it. I think we might leave after that. Like we're at Sleaford easily for 12:20. I was at Scopic for well before time there as well, and I was here well before the first train, but we're at 15 minutes. So yeah. But also, I've just noticed the National Rail signs slanted this way. It must have been it. But yeah, I don't think we'll see 2002 in our time here today. But yeah, please note the footage from Sleaford of the test train might be used on multiple channels. Please do not tell me about this unless it is not someone that we commonly see videos from. I will be sending the footage of 37425 and Caroline across to BT Railway videos, which is specifically the reason why we decided to come down here. Someone's been spray painting. But yeah, I'm going to cut off now before we strike in for the next train. We will see you for the next intermodal. Clear road. Time now is 14:21. Hang on a moment. This will be 14:20. Freightliner service from Leeds to Felixstowe North. Strange that they're crossing, wait for the road to be completely quiet before going for the train. Very strange. Also, of course, that far barrier there you can see straight in front of you is dipped. Never used to be that low. At least this one's kept slow though. Because if it weren't looked at, it would be in the same state that Sleaford East was years ago before I reported it back as a major issue, which it was. Yeah, the current state of the test train, they're just flipping the units around at Peterborough. As we can see there, they've stuck it in 6. It's been sat there for about, what, a good half hour or so. So they're sending the other unit via the RailCam and background to platform 6 via 7. Down first freight, I think we'll head off. If anyone watches any full videos, of course you would be likely to know the copyright that we have on this channel is by law, but we do also follow the 1976 Act of Fair Use. But if footage is not used for criticism and just used for the sake of it, I will strike you. Six 525. Thanks for watching these videos from Metheringham. We'll see you next time. Okay, time now is 16:12. This will be 16:13, 2 kilo 45 Newark Northgate, Peterborough. could do cutting all that shrubbery down there, mind you. It's not got shrubbery since last time. But of course, at about 1700, we've got the Winchester Pullman, which will be starting its journey from Skegness to Winchester tomorrow morning. We've got the empty stock. Quite a few off the train here. Literally the main coach. For 3311. To Peterborough. The railway time is now 16:27. Okay, time now is 16:28. This will be 16:31, 2056, Peterborough and Sleaford to Lincoln Central. This is going to be a bit of a talk before it arrives. I'll move straight up now, then we're not faffing so much, are we? And they're not running for it. Now, I don't know if you've seen previously, but I saw a story yesterday of a, let's just say, middle-aged female ending getting herself trapped in a crossing such as this because she stood by an entrance barrier whilst the exit was still available to leave. This was Polegate on the south coast, what do you call it, south coastline or something. But yeah, I'll put the link in the description for the incident at Polegate. Then there's people claiming that the crossing's not safe as a result. She was, for example, stood here, yet the exit would have been available. But if she was just standing there like no tomorrow, they thought it was a pigeon, so the crossing timed out and let the train through, which didn't call at the station. Apparently, anyway, but I thought all trains called at Polegate. I'm sure they do. If your exit's available and you're in one of these crossings and the entrance is still down, use the exit and leave. Don't stand there like a great big fat pigeon. Yeah, link in the description so you can read it yourself. On the leading end is 153321. With 153326. Here's 4 Echo 25, Bow Depot Ectoplasma. .59. Next up, 6 Echo 88, Middleton Towers, Gould Glassworks, expect to be double header. Just 66,749. Okay, and the final train you will see here in about 10 minutes time will form the Winchester Pullman from Skegness to Winchester tomorrow morning. And that's to Skegness, then Winchester. Thank you for watching today's videos from Metheringham. We'll see you next time. Time now is 13:40. Wednesday the 6th of June 2018 will be 13:43. 235 Newark Northgate Peterborough 13:44. 2 Tango 46 Peterborough Lincoln Central. Running completely empty at 153379 for Lincoln Central. And that's 153326 for Peterborough. It takes ages for these radars to close. Time now is 13:49. This will be 13:50, 4081 from Rotherham Maysborough to Felixstowe North. Two Tango 46, the first train we saw left the station 2 minutes late. Somehow. It arrived a good 2 minutes early. So it was probably trying to even it out, but did it completely wrong. It's gone well. Mansfield Beers, anybody? .6726 Sheffield Wednesday. Okay, so I've just checked over platform 2 for any problems. You walk straight in and the timetable's not even in date. It's, what, the second week in June. Not much had changed on here, yes, but you need to try. Also, there's a tear in it. Let's see how bad the other platform is. So, with one in-date poster on the Lincoln Central platform and one out-of-date poster on the Roskington platform, it still looks like failed plan 2020 for all operators, as East Midlands trains can't even get a timetable out properly. But in all of its non-written glory, that was today's session from Metheringham. After this clip, you will see a picture of the newer timetable on this platform. Still think these signs could have been attended to, though they're a bit dim. There is a piece of the crossing floor that's lifted itself. Nothing too major, but I think there's an assessment in a few weeks, so I'll let the local team find it themselves. Yeah, that was a short little session here from Metheringham on the Red Wing line. We will be unlocking some more stations shortly as part of the Nottinghamshire voyage, which will be taking place in July, towards the end of July, start of August. We'll be doing the Nottinghamshire voyage, which is expected to be Newark Castle to Nottingham as usual. Depending on what train we get, we could either re-tick all the stations, tick some, tick none, and then head on the Nottingham Express Transit and unlock some of them stations, such as, of course, Latest Market, Old Market Square, Hucknall, Bulwell, Butler's Hill, David Lane. You name it, we'll probably unlock it on the Nottingham Express Transit train. That sounds too complicated. If Abellio had trams before they redid the system to resay service, would it be, for example, Nottingham Express Transit train? Or would it just be Nottingham Express Transit tram? Who knows? But we'll soon see as we walk towards the station exit on this platform. Currently, of course, there's only one customer information screen with Acapella Rachel in orange. I actually prefer the white from TransPennine, so I've made mine white. And of course, there's still only one bin. One used to be there, but someone's buggered off with it and the TOC don't care. So I reported that in last time, didn't hear anything back, and nothing's reappeared, is it? Yeah, of course, formed of one coach. The last train we saw on this platform was bloody empty. So that's all gone very well. Now, as we walk towards the exit, here's a very strange poster, which they don't really need to do anyway. Ways to talk to us. Post. It'll most likely get lost. Twitter. We're available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Well, that's a barefaced lie. Most of the time you sign off at 9 PM and say you're short-staffed. Or you don't answer at all. Like, I doubt they've answered my message yet about the timetable. I sent it about 5 minutes ago. And of course there'll be nothing through because there never is. And they forgot the British Transport Police 61016 say it's sorted. And this 84950 train tracker doesn't even work for me. Don't work at all. Delays to your journey will compensate over 30 minutes. But if it's via planned engineering work and it makes you later because you didn't plan ahead, you can get stuffed. Assisted travel, doubt it. All of our trains have universal toilets. Except when they're out of service on a long distance journey from London St Pancras to Sheffield. That's longer than Nottingham, so I mentioned that one. Penalty fares, yeah. Spondon, we don't care because it's penalty fare, but the machine don't ever work. We'll be checking that again in October anyway. Here's the useless point, which is useless. Do not run in and around the station. Why? Is it a wet day every day? Do not cycle on the platform. The amount of times I've seen it and stuff haven't reacted at all. Good grief. It's not just a dig on East Midlands, it's just a dig on general that these posts are around, the rules are in place and nobody obeys them. So annoying. Oh yeah, here's the new poster before we leave off. So the poster should look like this with a broken second hand. Because of course the operator's broken. Valid from 20th of May to 8th of December. Nothing's changed. And they've still not put the full station for Lincoln Central in. But I remember from Graham the conductor that time, he did mention a passenger wanted, what was it, Lincoln Central, but the onboard team only announced it as Lincoln, so they thought there was a completely separate station because it's not named correctly. Good grief. Fails. Mine's not fails, it's pity. Oh look, this has never been serviced. Never been serviced, and it's been in for about a year. Useful. But oh well, that's enough
Please
whittling.
keep your personal belongings with you at all times. If you do spot anything suspicious, please speak to a member of our station team or British Transport Police. You can also text British Transport Police on 61016. Remember the 3 S's. See it, say it, sorted.
Now the 3 S is service short-formed, service cancelled, service delayed. We'll see you next time. Okay, in today's video you are going to see the locomotive stock for the RAF 100 tomorrow morning. Please note, the return run tomorrow from London Victoria will be run by diesel. The outbound run for London King's Cross will have a steam on the front with a 66 behind it. In today's video you are going to see the Union South Africa along with 66009 on the very front of the train. Then you will see a Freightliner service from Leeds to Felixstowe, the 1446 East Midlands train service from Peterborough to Lincoln Central, and the 1454 East Midlands train service from Doncaster to Peterborough. The coaching stock has just now departed off of Sleaford station, which it will call there again tomorrow morning. Welcome back to Metheringham. Please also note, in the coming few weeks there will be major engineer work at this station to ensure that the tamper siding on the right of the screen can continue to be used. Okay, time now 14:44. Monday the 9th of July 20th, this is 14:46 to Cliff 48 Peterborough Lincoln Central. Only runs Monday through Friday. It'd be useful to strengthen up 2 kilo 56 on Saturdays as well. But they didn't think of that. There's also been proposal of more trains between Lincoln Central and Nottingham run by Pacer. No, really, I'll see if I've got the link. It was on my Twitter somewhere earlier. It's probably just more propaganda. Found it. So yeah, beat that. Probably full-on propaganda though, like everything failing Grayling. But what they need is more Lincoln Central Peterboroughs, because these are always full. Okay, here's the 1446. To then come back as the 1524 for Sleaford. One 153-376. Lincoln Central. And just a note from a member of my team that popped into Lincoln Central earlier this morning. The ticket barriers have now been removed for the replacement set that'll accept mobile ticketing. I did mobile ticketing last July and they called my ticket fake. Not the gates, the gate line staff. But currently now it's a free-for-all Fair Dodger Central, we should rename it to. But of course, Paul Brigline, you need staff first. And they're always bloody hiding. Okay, time is 14:52. This will be 14:54 to Colour 39 East Midlands train service from Lincoln Central to Peterborough. Approaching stop, came off Doncaster. I wonder how many Fair Dodgers are on it now the ticket barriers have gone. Probably plenty. The station reefer though, Lincoln Central. I phoned the poster yesterday. It's 3.5 years behind due to roofing repairs. Go figure. Can't run a station, don't even try and run a bloody train service, that's not going to work for you either. And it hasn't worked. Now, tomorrow morning we should, in theory, be back in Lincoln area again. And get all-night boats before 7 o'clock, then get the charter at 07:17 for London through about 07:30. We'll have to see what happens, because I've got to stay up the whole night first, otherwise I won't be up. Dropping about, what, 2 people off, 153302. To Peterborough. Okay, time now is 12 12:17 on Monday the 13th of August 2018. This will be slightly delayed, 12:16 at Deutsche Bahn cargo system. Wait for your report of Felixstowe South. Now it's completely locked down because they've all closed. Now East Midlands trains is a lot worse than Northern. Who pulls the last train of the day and doesn't supply a reason in the system for it? It's all fine and good saying it on social media you pulled it due to A, B or C, but what if you're 72, travelling alone with no internet access? You wouldn't get the reason. Which is the point, the information's not there. Hello, Kian. Now, of course, I know the train's from behind us, but we've got a better view this side and the sun's come out. Okay, 2 Kilo 29 is somewhere between Washingborough and Dunstan. It's alright. Let's come straight up here from Crematorium. Here we are. $66,095 to Felixstowe. And up they go. Next train, 3 minutes. Okay, you and your friend. Here we go. This one don't play up and look how far away I am. Okay, time now is 12:24. This will be slightly delayed, 12:22, 2 Kilo 29 East Midlands train service, Lincoln Central, Peterborough. You wonder why it's late? Just look at the operator, for goodness sake. That says a lot. He's even come in a bit quick. I thought he was going to overshoot slightly. Exactly. I contacted London North Eastern Railway as well, Kelvin. And there's no trace of a Charlie James Woodhead ever working with them. Yeah, I've also got the Other Stations one at home. I'll bring that out for Spondon if anyone wants to join me. Whilst I wait, I'll read the chat. You don't know what you're doing, that would do okay, Joshua, but drop us near time. Kevin. Whoever you fucking are, I'm thinking of bloody Home Alone. Three minutes late, actually, Mark. 3 late. These couldn't run a bath if you put the plug in and turn the taps on for them. Literally. You do all the work, they do nothing. It's true, though. Even Jake Kelly agrees, the managing director. That's where I took up the Lincoln thing. One 153,382. 153,382 from Great Western Railway to Peterborough. Didn't even know that was out today. Only 4 people got off. Okay, before we start to make things perfectly clear, the only still images of New Spondon are from friends of Spondon Station. They were not taken by anybody else. If you see someone claiming that they took them when clearly they didn't, please ignore them because they're lying their face off. The completion date for Spondon is the 7th of September. The completion for Derby Works is the 7th of October. Please spot the difference. Thank you. Yes, I know we've been here recently within the week when I lost all my data, but for goodness sake, we've got Greater Anglia shortly, which could just be a simple 153. What I might do for that, I've done the walk up from that way before, haven't I, to platform, so I might do this side and walk up that way, because no one will arrive for 16:32 until at least 1:30 anyway. Plus that, of course, you can tell the trespass signs on the platform, I know, quite literally faded. Because what? It's a paint decal that's come completely off. Never mind. But yes, in today's video you'll see the delayed 1552 Great British Rail freight service from Felixstowe South to Doncaster. 1613 East Midlands service from Newark Northgate to Peterborough. 1629 Greater Anglia service from Doncaster to Norwich. And 1632 East Midlands service from Peterborough and Sleaford to Lincoln Central. I've heard reports though that 2 Kilo 56 gains a carriage at Sleaford, loses it again at Nottingham, which does seem right. It gains a coach at Peterborough to take it Donors to as far as Nottingham, then splits again. Oh well. Let's see what shall turn up. Okay, time now is 15:57, Tuesday the 21st of August 2018. This will be slightly delayed 15:52 Great British Rail freight service from Felixstowe South to Doncaster Railport. .740 Sarah. Oh, that was a breeze I didn't want. Only may have seen a stream from Spondon about 3 hours or so from the time of this recording. The station is closed as part of platform re-maintenance and repair. Also to stop anyone jumping in front of a train whilst the engineering position is in place. It's all very simple. Also, as you might have seen if you saw the recent last video with all purple text, on Saturday the 25th of August there is a heavily reduced timetable between Lincolnshire and Sheffield with 3 trains either way. I'll be on the first off of Lee Road and the second back. If you want to join me at Sheffield in the 50 or so minutes that I'll end up being there, because it's the same crew doing all 6 journeys, feel free to say hello or join me for that short part of an hour. Might fussed either way, let's be honest. There's no chance in being fussed these days. If you make a fuss, you can fuss off. But yes, if you fancy joining me between that hour or so at Sheffield, I'll arrive, about 11:45 and leave at 1:50 according to the timetable. So if you do fancy joining me at Sheffield to see what paces are sitting around with the retirement date currently now again delayed, please do. I'll see you there. Oh, and Spondon attendees, please listen up, because after the next closure there will be a special message regarding my plan for that subscriber group meetup. Cage and half checking. Time now is 16:12. This is 16:13. 2045 Newark Northgate, Peterborough. Always full and standing off Lincoln Central. She's just arriving in now with 1 carriage. It's come quite far down, so it's an old Great Western Railway one. And the Greater Anglia service is literally just behind this. I think it'll be itching into platform as this other one's passing through Scoppick, where we would have gone, but the bloody road's closed for emergency roadworks. I suppose to repair deep potholes caused by recent shite weather. Oh well. We'll see what the Greater Anglia is after this though. Because we'd have to go up for the sake of line clearance. Okay, train leaving.
I'm off the train. Yes. Yeah.
53313. I'll get the next on the platform so I'm not risking waiting down here. Actually, no, we'll race it, sod it. Okay, barrage is coming back down again. I see the train in the distance. Okay, signal. Green's the only colour you really can go because there's nothing between here and Scoppick. Thank you. This will come to the top of the platform. Time now is 16:17. This will be 16:29 Greater Anglia service from Doncaster to Norwich. He's just crawling around now. Another 153, probably for Ipswich, Felixstowe tomorrow. Should I tell her that? Probably be off Yarmouth or Sheringham. 153 306. 153-306 to Norwich. And thanks, driver. And up they go again. Next we'll see it for the 1632 for Lincoln Central. The train now approaching platform 1 is the 1632 East Midlands train service to Lincoln Central. Calling it Lincoln Central only. Time up. Right, so as we said at the start, this is 2 carriages in, gains 1 at Sleaford, and sometimes loses it again at Nottingham. So go figure. You never really get you don't even get a Peterborough Leicester anymore. Nor a full train that's 2 carriages not split nowhere.
Is the 1632 service to Lincoln Central. This service is currently on time. Lincoln Central.
There we go. Just a Jackpella Rachel from the customer information screen. This one's just playing a platform shot, so I couldn't be asked to run around. There's the markings this side though. You can't really read the trespass sign. Also, whilst you're up here, it might be easier to get a shot if it's one of the Great Western units. I know they're on this line a lot now. And the Nottingham Mansfields were only Nottingham Newstead earlier due to a trespass at Sutton Parkway. Your passenger moved towards the very far side of the platform, the front of the train. It's in the very far distance yet though. That's actually the second Greater Anglia 153 that's been down here as well previously. That's one we caught in a terrible state at Saxelby. This one we caught in moderately right, I think. Okay, this I've worked 2 minutes in the platform, around at 16:29. Here's one of the Great Western units. 153372. The 153319 with information screen refreshing. Three 372 153319 to Leicester. Conductor left a little family back here. There was space. Plenty of space. Oh well. Maybe the next one they can get at 1735 or whatever it is. 1742 probably. Okay, so that came to an end. They left a little family behind. And the departure screen now says absolutely sod all. Thank you for watching this evening's videos once again from Metheringham with the Greater Anglia and Great Western Railway. Who says you have to travel to see different operators? Whoever says that, no, shush. Now, like I say, today here we've seen East Midlands Trains, Great Western Railway and Greater Anglia, so you don't need to travel to see different things. Thank you for watching. As usual, there is a video recommended for you, either that side or that side. The subscribe button in the centre of the screen there. Press that, then go outside the video, click the bell, stay subscribed to Fez Railway Adventures for further updates. Well, they do say start off as you mean to go on. Keep a delayed service, keep it with one carriage. Okay, time now 13:41, Monday the 17th of September 2018. This will be 13:43. 2km35 East Midlands train says from Newark Northgate to Peterborough. Just arrived on the platform now, it's got to sit in for practically another minute. Well, as we saw at the start, 13:44 is about 4 minutes behind due to congestion. This one's leaving on time. Alpha 3376. To Peterborough. As the other service is delayed. Okay, time now comes 13:45. This will be delayed 13:44. 2 Tango 46 from Peterborough to Grimsby Town.
Anyway, I rang Chris, can you take me to the station? I did the Metheringham for her yesterday because she's on 4 days this week. Yeah. I said, pick Metheringham. Yeah, I'll be there what time? I said, about 20 to 12. Then I rang them and I says, are you nearly ready? Well, no, I've got that Isabella ready yet. And this were... What time at train? This were at 4:11. So I says, oh, it doesn't matter, I'll get up, don't matter. Are you sure? I says, yeah, I've got that one on. So I was upstairs and had a room. I thought, I'll walk steady up. And then upstairs, door open, says, "You there, ma'am?" I got told that. He said, "I've come to say have a nice time." I said, "I'm glad you come, but it's not yet round at the station." What's he saying? I should have told me. I said, "No, I'm going to go."
Arrival 2 minutes late. One 53357. For Grimsby Town. So after the rebuilding of the hoses, after previously demolishing one to put the new crossing in, there's one house back next to the station. One out of, I think, a plot of 1. Okay, time now is 13:54. This will be slightly delayed 13:54 to on Great British Rail Freight service from Rotherham Maidstone to Folkestone North. As I've got expected 54, it'll be momentarily. Here it is. CT6704 Colchester Pass signal box. Good evening.
Good afternoon and welcome to Metheringham.
Okay, according to the council and roadworks.org, the road's closed. No, it ain't. Welcome to week 1 of the 2018 diversions here at Metheringham. Train 1, drag 1. Closure 1. Doing well, we're making sort of cleaned it up a little bit. Time now is 11:04 on Saturday the 10th of November 2018. This will be delayed. 10:58 London North Eastern Railway service from London King's Cross to Leeds. Shame I can't really see through the tree. Here we are. Eight 9104. 82223 for Leeds. The skip will detach at Doncaster. This time it passed me. Time now is 11:22. This will be 11:23. 2023 to Midlands train service from Lincoln Central to Peterborough. No bangs here whatsoever, I don't think. Train's arriving. Still do recall once I came here, the train was arriving in the barriers, went straight back up again. Completely. Who knows what happened then? Okay, no gap between this and the next diversion because there's no actual signal between here and Scopic. Don't even think there's a repeater. The next train will probably call here as well. Being the delayed 11:13 for London King's Cross. Which would be Peterborough and London King's Cross. Wouldn't fit here though, would it? 4 coaches at least. 3, if that's a push. 1. No, we're not as short as Burnley Arms. Will the train make it back today? Well, today the majority of services cancelled due to faults. 153319. Peterborough via Sleaford. And up they go. Hang on, get those two closed first. It won't catch me out, it didn't across the other end. Thank you. Okay, time for an express train. Time now is 11:27. This is delayed 11:13. 1005 London North Eastern Railway service from Edinburgh Waverley to London King's Cross. Diverted through here for the month due to track replacement works between Warrington and Tallington.
No mobile date, so I can't even reload the timetable.
Okay, I've just got confirmation of what's on the HST for ScotRail. 131 and 137. Here we are. Through a 5306. Up they go. And L65 Fredham Waverley. Feck.
Right, and what's this working as? What's the smell? Oh, up the radar.
Feck and arse. Right, it's now 11:47. This is 11:37 Grand Central, Sunderland, London. Bloody hellfire. Grill. Very temperamental barrier. 180.
Yeah, of course it's 180.
Then we've got the 37 set.
Anymore, do they?
We'll get 37s on station as well, but Peterborough side.
Is it from the March down RS? Yeah.
37s, yeah.
To Burton, Wetmore. Is it?
Derby.
Oh.
We transferred them all back again.
Usually Burton.
It was at Burton during the blockade. Didn't move back for a few weeks.
Then caught it at Lincoln. Yeah, I caught it at Lincoln.
Central.
Stopped on the passing line as well.
The through lines.
Yeah, which is quite a rare occurrence really.
Still isn't road closed though, is it, lads?
No. That's what I
No.
get.
08 till 18. Non-existent. Here we are. '18106 from Great Western Railway. Up they go again. I wonder if it'll pick me up whilst doing this, because it has previously.
Where's this from?
Hang on. Hey, they've sorted it. Okay, time now is 12:16. This is 12:40. Monaco 07, London North Eastern Railway Service, Edinburgh, Waverley, London, King's Cross.
Okay, so 1 Echo 07. Yeah. Okay.
From behind box. Now, this thing's very temperamental.
How are you? Where's Scott
I don't know.
Don't have
He's another 10 minutes back because he was delayed at Littleworth.
it. Yeah, so where is he?
Past Quadring, 11 late. That's all I know. It was the last report.
Oh dear, quad rings all the way. So what time
Quadring AHB. 12:26.
Ooh, 10 minutes.
Oh, coach.
Maybe it was right.
I wonder if he's the delayed
10
bus departure.
Yeah, they're very delayed.
He's 3 hours late, near enough.
Why do they even
Because there is no 10:20 departure from here or Lincoln Central in this direction.
Why is there a bus or even a what? Is there
No
any-
idea. Replacement transport for a service that doesn't exist. I've never heard of one. There's no 10:20 departure from Peterborough, Spalding, Sleaford or Roskington in this
Oh,
direction.
we are.
£3. Up they go again. The main road outside the station
We'll come back
for a
in a minute.
bus. That'd work, wouldn't it?
No, the thing is,
And last but not least, the Island Chieftain. Then that'd work for you. You've got to start and an end. 20 trains, 1 closure. I'm keeping my distance. I know what this system's like.
12:34.
Go up.
12:34. This is 4.
Come on. There we go.
12:37. 1CR16.
Yeah, this will be the Island Chieftain, the 12:30 London North Eastern Railway service for London, from London to Perth. With 12:35.
So that's coming from that direction.
That direction, yes.
Here,
I think we've got the best view, but otherwise we can just about see down there. Can we see much from the tree? Things we've got all the road because apparently it's closed. Oh, did I drive down here then? Yeah, I can't see through the veg. Ciaria.
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 Ciaria, oh yeah.
Perth. And Kinloss.
I can see you then. I don't know if you can see me or not.
Maybe.
Yeah, I can. Wait, is that the same car again? It just came over.
I don't know.
Lord knows.
Here it is.
Maybe just finally noticed the
Anyway, we're not
divergence on
car spotting if that's even a thing.
There he is. Is that a car?
No? There he is. What was the front?
I weren't looking. You have to go back through it slowly.
I never get on.
Right, and that'll bring us to the end of week 1 of the diversions. Thank you for watching today's video from Fasteroute Adventures. Ben and Fun with Arrow. We'll see you next time.